Hello, this is Brian Gill with Quartz on LLC, and thank you for taking some time out of your busy days today to meet with me and go through the wireframes and sitemaps document that I have prepared. I do have a little bit of a treat towards the end where I'll take you through the prototype site that I've started working on, and we will pick up from there. First things first, let's go through the document real quick and we will see what we have. All right, the wireframes and sitemaps document is strictly for documenting the structure of the site and the intended layout. So we do have a little bit of an explanation as far as the sitemap, visual representation. We've got the legend, which explains what each of the different icons is for. And then we actually have the sitemap. We've got a couple different folders here. Most of them are going to be used for the actual site itself as far as required for the site. A couple of the other ones, the admin and clients, those are going to be for actually password protected. And those are going to be for protected access to these couple of files here that actually read and write from the database. We got a couple of tables that we've proposed so far, and other than that, we've got the style sheets up here for obviously the style. It's where most of the design comes in. The different script files for the jQuery UI, and there most likely will be a couple of other ones that we put in to just act as plugins to help fancy up the site a little bit. Images and fonts. And we want to make sure we get some good typography in there, really draw some attention to the pages. And then you'll notice that we only have one index file here. And that means that we are going to be doing a one-page design. It's going to be a top-down scroller, and it's going to have different sections that end up being full screen. And the site will be fully responsive, and it'll work across any device. It'll just provide a slightly different view, but still the same information. And we have a quick little explanation on the wireframes. And then we get into our first wireframe. This is technically the home page. This is going to be the welcome section. And you'll see the menu up here. We've got clients and staff. In addition, those are two additional, actually two different pages, and we'll get into those a little bit later. The welcome will be the initial piece from the About page, and click on Learn More, and it'll take us to that. In action, we'll just have come in and we'll shoot a professional video for to see what it's like to do for crew flooring to actually do the work and see everything that goes on. It'll be a short little video, so it's not going to take place over a couple of weeks, but it'll at least give a little bit of taste of what crew flooring is capable of. The availability will be a calendar that actually pulls and displays projects on the calendar, and we'll get more into that as the design and the interaction of the database comes into play. We got our social icons down here and an email icon. You click on that, and it'll pop up an email and make sure that it gets sent off to the right place. We got Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So we're going to do some videos and stuff. And we'll go on here down here to the services page. Services, basically what the company is capable of doing. Maybe a couple of tips or something like that. Quick little picture. Most likely we'll end up making this one be a slider. And then we'll get down here to the services. And these will end up being an accordion. So it'll all be collapsed like this. You click on Service 1, and it will actually come up and give you, it'll actually expand down and give you the description and prices and picture, and it'll do that. And then you click on the next one, and the first one will end up collapsing. The second one will expand down. And just cleans up the page a little bit. and the gallery. Gallery I had a hard time with. It's flooring is one of those things that you do want to be able to show good workmanship and beautiful end results, but at the same time with this website, the whole idea is not to be another Google Images or a Picasa or Image Shack or something like that. So we don't want the users or the visitors spending too much time here. We want them to be able to see the best of the best of the best with honors and make their decision that now that we've seen a couple of pictures, we know that they do great work. Let's move on to hiring them, or in the case of the website, learning more about the company, which reinforces their desire to hire Crew Flooring to do their next project. So I've kept it short and sweet. 9 images. They can be swapped out at any time for as long as the next if the next project produces the top results so far, then we take out the least desirable picture, we put in the new ones, and we go from there. The About page, this is where we get to tell the story of Crew Flooring. This is where we get to say, we are a down-to-earth company. Here's a picture of all of the employees. We're here to make your flooring dreams come true. And it's just another short and sweet. Again, it doesn't, it just serves to reinforce the user or the visitor's decision to hire Crew Flooring. And we'll go down here to the next one, contact page. You'll notice this one is different. It is a full screen interactive map with an overlay of the contact form and the address and the hours. Now the end result may end up looking a little bit different than this, but it's still going to be the same idea. But I mean, there's really not a whole lot to say about this. It looks pretty cool in person when you actually get to play with it, and we'll get into that here when I take you into the prototype site. The admin dashboard. This is going to be for the next 3 slides, and this is where you will be able to add new projects, update projects, or archive projects. Not delete. We don't want to delete. We just want to archive. We always want to have access to it somehow. Same with the clients. I do need to get the projects changed to clients, and that will be updated before our meeting next week. But you'll be able to add new clients, update client information, and also archive clients in case something happens, like somebody moves. That's an excellent example. Project schedule, this will actually pull the current projects schedules from the database, and you'll be able to actually do that from the project page, which we'll get into here in just a couple of minutes. Project status page looks a little bit busy, but once you understand how it works, it will be very useful. It is supposed to be at a glance type of update. You can look and see the project name, you can see when the project started, and you can find out where in the process that project is just at a glance. So this one we know, project 1, it's in the estimate phase. Project 2, we're at the materials ordered stage. Project 3, it's finished. Project 4, they're in installation right now and it's almost finished. The next step is finish, and so on. And you'll also have the ability to edit these. You'll be able to click on the project name and it'll take you right into that project, and you can actually update the status from that page. Client information page. This will actually list out all of the clients right along here. And the one that as you move the mouse over it, it will carry this green bar to highlight it. Because it is, we plan on getting you a lot of clients with this website, so we want to make sure that you're going to end up hitting the right one. Once you select one, it will actually pop out this window to the side and give you all the, the address, first name, last name, email address, contact phone numbers, It will list any projects that have been completed for them, along with a simple little photo library. You can click on the thumbnail and you see a larger picture. And if there are, just like a tub project, a shower project, a kitchen, a backsplash, then it will continue to list them one under the other, but it will just pop up a scroll bar right over here on the side. The client profile, this is for when the clients click on clients. It'll ask them to log in or register. Either way, it will direct them to this page. They'll be able to enter their first name, last name, and all their contact information, and actually also create a biography. I imagine the biography is going, as time goes on, it's going to be used as more of a review section of, boy, you guys came in, you did an awesome job, and when that starts to happen, as I'm sure it will, we'll be able to copy those out, or we'll actually be able to pull some of those and create another page for reviews or testimonies. And then potential clients will be able to read comments from existing clients. Another thing to help reinforce the visitor's conversion to become a client. We get down here to the projects. And this is the project page. You can see we're in project 1. We have a start date, we have a finish date, and we have the status. And by clicking on one of the projects from the project dashboard, or clicking on add or update, if you click add, this will all be blank and it will be set up and ready for you to create a new project. If you click update, all of this information, or whatever information has previously been entered for that project, it will show up here, automatically pulled from the database. And you can just check the boxes for whatever status you want, enter in the description, project notes, and any types of materials. So this will be a drop-down list for all of the materials needed to complete a job, with pricing, per material item, quantity for that material item, a total cost for that material item, and then a notes section, so you can say, okay, we've got $40 per box of 4 tiles that are 2 foot by 2 foot. We need 20 of them. It's going to cost us $800, and then we can end up putting out here and say each box covers 4 square feet for a total of 80 square feet with 20 boxes, which will cover a 8 by 10 bathroom. There will be probably a little bit more in here where we can actually total it up and add in the overhead or the additional costs to actually come up with the bill, but at least right now this is set up just to monitor business costs. Then down here we have the project notes, which will be for something along the lines of, say a tile comes in and a box is broken and it's not enough to complete the project and more is on order. You put that in the project notes. Or the grout comes in and it's the wrong color grout, or the customer saw the tile and doesn't like it, and now the whole thing's got to be ripped out right before finishing, and this is where you put the stuff that you don't want the clients to see. You click update and it writes everything back to the database, and now your project is either created or updated. The approval, this is just to show agreement between Crew Flooring and Quartzon that everything has been, that this document has been gone over, and that everyone is in agreement that we are okay to move forward. Now, as I said before, we do have a bit of the prototype site set up, and you'll see that right here behind us. And we'll go ahead and get into a little bit of that. You'll see the logo will end up over here, and we have our menu system over here. And as you start to scroll down, you see it shrinks. It keeps it up there, but it's still out of the way. And the header and the footer will both be sticky, just like that. And This is going to be the welcome section. It has the big slider across the top, the little blurb from the About Us page, the video, and the calendar and social icons. And so we'll go down here. The next section is services. So this will have the description of service of the offerings for crew flooring and a little picture slider over here. And then it'll have the accordion of the service menu down here with, you click on one of them, it'll expand down, give you the name of the service, a picture, or maybe a couple of pictures, description, prices, and we'll probably also throw a link on there to schedule this service or contact me about this service. The gallery, I do have a little bit of this going. So we'll have our 9 pictures. Again, nice, beautiful pictures. You click on them, it gives you the modal pop-up, allows you to thumb through them or by the thumbnails, or you can actually click play and get a slideshow. You can click X to close, and you can click off of it, and it brings you back. The About page will have the big company staff photo up here and the 2 columns worth of text down here. And now we have the contact page. This is the one that is pretty interesting. As you can see, this is your fully interactive map, and you can see that it goes behind the contact form, and it looks like it's kind of hard to see, but when you actually mouse over it, it fades in and gives you focus on the field that you are working with. Also gives you the hours and the address. You can click on the phone number, and if you're on a phone, a mobile device, it will actually allow you to call right there. Same thing with the fax and the email. And again, you can zoom in, zoom out with the map, you can change it to satellite, you can zoom all the way in, and it gives you all the lovely features of Google Maps. And that looks like a potential customer for you right there. Just saying. So, now that we've gone through the wireframes and sitemap document, and you've seen a little bit more of what we're planning on doing, hopefully you agree that we should be continuing forward with this, and we will continue moving along as long as we get your approval. So thanks for your time, and we'll see you next week.